Ellen White was a good hostess. People liked to come to her house. In fact, they would often stay and stay. Why not? As I said, she was a good hostess. She had good food. She had a big garden. She had fruit trees. So people would come and stay. And meals were special times at Ellen White's home. Especially in the later years of her life, she had a cook because she was doing so many things and she had a big staff. So she had someone who would prepare the meals so that Ellen White didn't have to do the cooking herself. Now, there were some rules at Ellen White's house that made it very pleasant when you came together to eat. One rule was nothing unpleasant is to be brought to the table. Ellen White's view was you have all day to talk about your problems. If you're having a bad day, well, we could talk about it, but not at the meal table. So if you rule out any kind of negative conversation, you automatically have nice conversation during a meal. So that was one thing. Ellen White was happy to talk with you after the meal, but nothing unpleasant could be discussed at her table. Also, she had another rule that the grandchildren liked, and that was, I've summarized it this way: if you don't like it, pass it on. Everything was served family style. So the cook would bring in a bowl of potatoes or corn or beans or whatever, peas, whatever, and it would be passed around. And Ellen White had a rule: if you don't like something, don't say, yuck, I don't want carrots today. Just pass it on. There's going to be more food coming. And as the granddaughter that was telling me about this rule said, this was Grace, said, there was good food at Grandma's house. So there was going to be plenty of food. If you don't want it, just pass it on. So no wonder people like to come and stay, because, as I say, she was a good conversationalist, a good hostess. She had nothing but pleasant conversations at her table, and she always had good food.